Alrighty, hey guys, FunnyGuyTimmy here for a kind of a question answering video, but I don't know if it's anything that's been left, a comment that's ever been left on like my YouTube. I think it's been left on Facebook, and it's a conversation that I've had with a couple people personally in life. So the question is, can you do voiceover with your smartphone? Now, I've actually seen tons of professional voice actors say never use your phone for voiceover ever for any reason. And there's a little bit of truth in that. It's not 100% malarkey. But at the same time, it's not a fair statement. So every microphone, again, has its different level of use and different purpose. And using your iPhone for voiceover would really be a matter of necessity, and if there was like a serious rush or need. Basically, I would suggest that using your iPhone would be great for doing like quick auditions. And this is for if you're sending something to, an agent, and you're going to be recording in someone else's studio, or they just need to know that you have an idea, or they just need to know the voice. They're not really going for the sound of your space. They're not really needing to know the clarity of your environment, which just for doing an audition, I think is totally fine, totally legit. So I wanted to kind of test that and kind of show more or less the quality of your phone. I've actually used my iPhone before as an overhead boom before in one video, kind of an older video. Pretty much the only thing that we're going to be using for this is basically the iPhone. You can have it in a stand like I have. You can have it in this little clamp, or you can basically just hold it. There's very little handling noise on an iPhone. I mean, don't be shaking it and constantly moving your fingers, but if you just hold it still, you should be fine. And the only other thing that we're going to be using is one of these, which is a foam wind cover, just because I don't want any plosives. Basically, plosives will ruin audio regardless the quality or the expense of the microphone. And these things are like, I don't know, like $1. You can get like a big bucket full of these things for like $5 probably. And basically the only thing we're doing is we're just slipping it over here to prevent plosives because the microphone is right there. Now I'm not doing it yet because obviously the standard voice memo app on your iPhone for some weird reason is locked to just down there, to just down at the bottom. If I put the windscreen on, I can't hit it. So again, we're not using Twisted Wave. We're not using any special voice recording program. We're going to try it with the voice memo. Now I am going to, check to make sure the levels are good. And if not, then I'll use something else. But we're just going to try it with the voice memo app. So the standard app that comes with it, because there's no bells and whistles. And then we're just going to see how it goes. So I'm going to hit record. All right. And we're going. Okay. So I don't know if this thing auto compresses, but let's hope not. I'm not going to be screaming. I'm just going to be talking standard volume. All right. Put this on there. Okay, you're still going. Right? You're still going? I can't see. Okay, yeah, still recording. Okay. Do another. Okay. All right, so now we've switched over to the audio from the iPhone. Now, again, this is basically just for doing auditions. If you're on the road and you don't have a on-the-road voiceover setup, which I highly recommend that you do. Any professional voiceover, anyone who's wanting to take it seriously, needs to have something in their vehicle or in their backpack or in their suitcase or in their trunk, whatever. You need something to travel with you, even if it's just a handheld dynamic microphone. I've recommended the Shure SM57. There's a couple of the iRig Pro mic systems, getting an iRig Pre or an iRig, I think it's actually just called the iRig Pro. Getting those kinds of things, totally worth it. There's a couple ISK options out there. There's other people that have, iPhone or smartphone options. Totally get something with that. I recommend you find something that has, zero latency playback or monitoring. So definitely try to find something like that. But if you don't, and it's too soon, and maybe you forgot it and you're too far from your studio, too far from your home, you can try the voice memo thing on your phone. Again, this is intended really just for doing auditions. It's not intended for delivering actual work to a client. If a client says, hey, I need something right now, let them know where you are, let them know how long it's going to be before you're, at your place. If they're not willing to work with you, which is very unlikely, and you have to record something, and they're like, no, I need a pickup line, like right now. I need you to record this one line right now. The client is yelling at me or whatever. My manager is angry. All right, fine. Grab your phone. Try to pull over to the quietest place that you can. Maybe put up some blankets. Grab that nasty jacket that you just have in the trunk. Put that somewhere. Make sure the windows are rolled up. Crank the AC ahead of time and then shut the engine off because you need everything silent. And then try carefully to deliver the line as best as you can. Just deliver as good a audio as you possibly can, and then send it to them. I think this would probably be fine for that. All right, so now we are listening to the Twisted Wave recording, so I'll probably cut out the memo, the voice memo thing. It was pretty bad. And the reason it was bad is it had an auto leveling, auto compression or whatever, just kind of a auto gate. I don't know what it was, but it just kind of like kept going up and down weirdly. So Twisted Wave records a little bit more smooth, a little bit cleaner, but that doesn't mean that the preamps on your phone, it sounded almost like Patrick Warburton, your preamps on your phone doesn't mean that they're going to be any better. So it doesn't mean that, the microphone itself is any better, but using this app will give you a little bit more control. And yes, you can get the free version, so you don't got to pay for it, because I know that you people don't like paying for stuff. But again, this is emergencies. This isn't for doing serious paid client work, and it's not for serious auditions. This is for if you're on the road, you have nothing else, or if you're an actor and you have an agent that knows you don't have a setup at home, but just wants something to send to them so that they will consider you for a walk-in audition or an in-studio audition. Totally fine. I think it's totally fine. Just get something like that. Reduce your plosives. Make sure you got good levels. Find a quiet place. Do something like that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Totally fine. Subscribe if you're new. Bell for notifications. And leave any comment that you want down below, like any suggestion for any other videos. And until next time, peace.